Hello everybody, Lady Pop Hunter here, and today we are going to go over my favorite thing, retro wrestlers.
Or classic or golden age
Yes.
wrestling, that is from 1975 to 1995, thereabouts.
So in front of you, you see this is 3 of the collection WCW Monday Nitro. And these were made by a company called the Original Toy Makers. You can see their emblem here at the bottom. And these figures came out in 1997. I found them at a guy I connected with has a warehouse. He has 3 actual storage sheds.
Storage lockers, yeah.
And
big ones.
These were tucked away in a box with a ton of others, and I picked these out. I just had to have them because they're classic wrestlers. They're wrestlers that I remember when I was into wrestling. So first, let's start over here. We see Sting. Now, this Sting obviously has some yellowing. He's been exposed to some sunlight. His bubble is yellow, but I was alright with that because you're not going to find these often. The card otherwise is in good shape, has a little warping on it, but it's okay.
And there's a lesson in there for you folks too. Keep your collection out of the sunlight.
Yeah. Now you see it says here, try me, press the button.
Yeah.
On the side it has a little red button here. The battery is dead, but I'll press it anyway. And you're going to get nothing. But they normally just say some things that you would hear on ringside. But we have a jointed figure. You see the joints here at the elbow. Not elbow, at the shoulder. He comes with a bat.
Because in WCW days, he always carried that black wiffle bat that he pretended was a real one.
And he has a classic Sting makeup.
Although
with
this
the
one,
black hair.
That one looks more like very sad French mime Sting as opposed to the classic makeup, because he looked more menacing in real life.
Yeah. And then he has the jointed legs. Now, if you look here on the back,
Real wrestling
sounds. So again, if you were to mash the button, and I did, but the battery's dead, you're going to get some sounds in there. But this one came with 8 figures, this series, and this is series, it doesn't have the series number on it, but it came with 8 characters. You have the ring, and you have all of these belts. And these tag team championship
That's like
belts.
a mini kit, like Polly Pocket or something.
Mm-hmm. And then his bio here on the back, just giving you some information: height, weight, where he's from. Great card. Card is in excellent shape. It was just the bubble, but just had to have it.
And love that original price tag on there too.
Yeah.
Walmart $4.96.
Now this one is also WCW Nitro, but it says at the bottom, heels. When Ric Flair was in WCW, he was a heel. The heel collection is a limited set, and on the back you'll see the same 8 characters that you saw on the back of Sting, but then you got 6 characters, the baddest of the bad heels, and we see Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Ric Flair, Stevie Ray, and Booker T.
And Taskmaster.
Oh, sorry.
Don't forget the Taskmaster.
And Taskmaster. When they were with WWF, they were the good guys. But once they came over to WCW, they turned heel. So again, card is in good shape, a little warping, but the bubble clear as a bell.
Yeah, that's a really nice example of this Ric Flair. And he's like the classic LJN, like solid rubber body look. Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of sticker residue up here in the corner, but that can be cleaned off easily enough.
Now, if you notice on this Ric Flair, he's not jointed in the elbows or in the shoulder, neither in the legs, knees, or in the feet. Yeah. Like Sting, he had the joints in the shoulders. This one is more of a, I guess, a stitch. more like LJN, just a hard rubber figure. No playability as far as moving.
All
But
imagination, folks.
yeah, so that's the one drawback with this. You're not going to play and move it around like you would with the Sting or even the Chris Benoit. Because when you look here at Chris Benoit,
He's jointed.
he has the joints in the shoulders and on the legs, so you can do some kicks. Also has the button. Let's push.
Nope.
And nothing's going on, and I'm fine with that. I don't need it to do all that. I just like the figure, the classic figure. This card has a little more wear, but these figures you don't find often.
And there's the
Bubbles,
Kmart
great
price
shit.
on this one.
Yeah, $5.99 at Kmart when this came out in '97.
So-
The same card back as Sting, because this was in the collection with Sting. So we have the same card back. Again, his bio here. And if you remember Chris Benoit, he did commit suicide. So with WWF, he'll never be installed in the Hall of Fame.
No more
And
action figures for him.
no, and I don't remember if Mattel, because Mattel picked up a lot of the WWF figures. I don't think they did a figure of him. So again, these are the 3 figures that came out in this line. Well, yeah, 2 of them, and then you have this one extra, the limited edition. I would love to get, especially
all
the
the bad
baddest
guys. Yeah.
Yeah, the baddest of the bad. I would love to find all of those, and the other 8 down here at the bottom. Great set to add to your collection if you're a nostalgic wrestling fan, especially from the 70s up to the mid 90s. Great addition to your collection.
Yeah, even though they were stiff as a board, just like the original LJN figures, man, the people who had those as a kid, back when you actually played with that stuff, they still love them.
Yeah.
They were fun.
Yeah.
I noticed that Chris Benoit is a lot taller than Ric Flair there, and I know Ric Flair is taller than Chris Benoit was. Benoit was a short guy.
Yeah, Chris Benoit was a short guy. It says here on the back he's only 5'10". And
Ric Flair doesn't get a bio.
oh yeah, he didn't. Wow, okay, well,
He was too much of a heel for a bio.
He is too much. So, but still, great addition to any collection. If you are a true 80s collector, a wrestling collector, this would be a great addition. Like I said, we happened on it. But I'm sure if we were to look on eBay, I could find some more of them. Preferably, the prices aren't too bad.
Huh.
But just a great addition to anybody's collection, wrestling collection. Do you have anything else?
No, I was just wondering if anybody else out there has a set like these, if they collect these types. I know there's tons of wrestling figures being cranked out by Hasbro right now.
Yeah, Hasbro and Mattel are just laying it out there. And they're doing more of the newer ones. Mattel does do some of the retro characters, but it seems like it's the same characters over and over. You don't get a lot of the other characters that you would want. Like some of these guys here, the Taskmaster or Lex Luger. I have seen Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, and I think I saw Lex Luthor out there, but you know, they don't make them like this anymore.
No.
So these are just good. Even the packaging just reminds you of that era of toy collecting or toys. So, got anything else?
No.
Okay, so as always, I thank you for tuning in. Hope you like the collection. Leave your comments below.